Everybody. So another live session. Just got back from playing golf all morning, quite tired actually. Normally I wouldn't be trading, I'd be relaxing. So but we're going to give it a go. I've framed the charts ready for oil and RTY. Got a trade in at the moment, a breakout on ZN. Not really going anywhere at the moment, taking some heat at the moment. It's been a tough morning for the auto traders, and you get that. Yesterday it was a tough day. I wasn't around. I didn't trade the RTY or the CL, so I think it was an $86 profit yesterday. So it wasn't much. Right, Tom. So with oil, I've got some zones, sort of 89.17 to around about 89.22. We just had one broken through, which is 88.56, 57, 88.66, something like that. The next one down is around about 88.12 to 88.18. They're the main ones I'm thinking about today. We've got some more below. We can put them in if we need to. Reason I've chosen them, we've got a lot of clustering just here, pivot here, pivot here. And then we have at the top here got pivot. This pivot forms the bottom of the zone. This pivot forms the top of the zone. And this clustering here, this middle one, we've got some strong support in there as well. So it's not just one touch wonders. It's looking for those that are repeatedly tested. And then RTY 1705 to 1705.7. And then we have 1796 to 17972 for that one. Again, we've got oil coming in there as well. Depending on where it is, I don't like it in the middle or going into one of those zones or in the middle of a range, whether we enable it straight away or not. Just go big on RTY a second. Really strong test from big moves up here from to the low down here. And then this one is from a ways back. But actually what we need to do now, because it's been moving a little while, we do have to adjust this zone. And it's one of those things you got to do. We've got some really strong support here. Okay. So we're not going to short into that. Got a lot of touches here. 1, 2, bit of clustering, 3. And then we've got some tests onto this one as well. We just adjust that one down a little bit. Obviously breaking out of there is something that may be possible at the US Open. I've got some more up above as well. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Time we got, okay, we've got 1 minute until the oil pit open. We've already got a trade in, so even if we enable it now, it won't take that one. So I'm going to enable it. If it runs down, fantastic, and bounces back up. But if it comes out and takes the stop and we get an order, go long. I'm looking for that initial reaction at the oil pit open. We're in the middle of a range in RTY, so I'm not going to put that on yet. So look at that. Look at that. There's the oil pit open. Okay, that's in. Come back against us.
Order canceled.
It wasn't quick enough then. Don't want to short into support. I think if RTY turns around now, we're low enough for some good fresh air on a long. So I'm going to enable that as well. The order didn't get taken in on oil.
Order submitted.
Ah, missed it again. Missed it again. What it doesn't do is crash the system. So this order was above the maximum amount of ticks for RTY, so it didn't take it.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Ah, we didn't want to go short into support there. I should only trade one. Talking about RTY, didn't notice that coming back down. Should have just disabled it, but it's in now. Got nothing to do but see what happens. I don't think anything's in the groove at the moment today. I didn't get. Just bear with me a second. I need to get my economic calendar out from Trading View. Where is it? Just move that across onto another screen. There's a break even on oil. So data-wise today, what we got? Not a lot really. Got FOMC minutes. We shouldn't really be trading today. I don't know if I can make it 4 days on the trot, going live and actually making profit, but we will see. Coming back through. So if this turns back around now, the long might be into his. Well, it's not bad actually. We are messing around this. That's risk-free now. Can we get a runner? Run, Forest, run. No.
Order canceled.
That could be a way to do it, actually. Yeah, we could just, if we don't want to be hitting the shorts, we could just do that. I can actually cancel that trade now, for example. If I wanted to, I could just press that cancel, but it's not been taken in. So if I cancel that, I've cancelled that order. Don't want to go short at the moment, so I can disable shorts.
Order canceled.
I don't want to go long into that resistance right now, so I can disable longs on RTY. LTPR. Is that you, Tom, LTPR? I'm not... Okay, that could come out and take the trailing stop out, which it did. Again, we didn't go long. I actually want to disable shorts now. If that turns back around, we'll get some clear air underneath there. Longs, I'd be interested in now on RTY because it's cleared that by quite a way. Seem to be hugging this zone at the moment. We got 1506. If it goes breaches a little longer, I may disable shorts again here on oil. No, we didn't quite make it. We're going to get a short order in a minute. Yeah, I'm seeing we are messing around with this zone that I've put in. The opening range for oil is quite small. I can't remember if we trade the range breakout on oil on a Wednesday. Okay, that's coming down nicely now, the oil. Didn't run again. Not interested in a long if it breaks that, so I'm going to disable longs because a long would be going into resistance. We didn't get the order taken in on the short for RTY.
Order canceled.
Okay, a little bit of profit there. Nothing's running at the moment. Yeah, I'm not interested in the longs that will be going into this resistance, which is causing a lot of problems on oil. 1508. Quite a narrow range on CL. We should, yeah, it's active, so we could get an order on there as well. Still not far enough down for the longs for me. If it turns back around on the roller coaster, not enough room up there. That arrow means there is an order, but obviously I'm not taking it. That trade cycle for this move and the RTY down has finished. Oh, you got the short on RTY. It took you in, Tom. And that's the difference sometimes with the brokers. Sometimes you'll get the fill, sometimes you won't. I mean, we're on ultra fast scalping. Sometimes you just don't get the fill. Your broker likes you more than me today. Right, I'm interested in a long if it happens now on oil. Because we've got a lot of fresh air above. Wow, that's moving. That made the range too big, I think. Yeah, no order. It's got to be under 40 ticks for that range breakout. That last little move there broke the rules, so it won't take it.
Orders submitted.
Okay, long order's been submitted. We got cancelled there because we didn't get taken in. It has to take it in within so many candles, and when this is ultra fast, it's got to take it in pretty damn quick. Using MIT this week, market if touch type trades, which worked out well on Monday. Rebound on oil would be good with a order here. We've got a lot of room underneath there on RTY. Longs or shorts all pretty good. And you get a signal. Did you get the long in RTY as well, Tom? Did it fill you on that one as well? No. Indexes look pretty bearish right now overall on the 15-minute time frame in particular. I think I'd prefer a short on RTY if it can get one. What's oil like on a larger time frame? Just inside that opening range at the moment. We won't get a long order now unless it pulls back. So I'm going to disable longs, because if it pulls back slightly and then wants to go long into that resistance, I'm not interested. And again, you have to put these support and resistance zones on. There's so many videos on the YouTube channel. Not interested. Short into support.
Orders submitted.
Do we give it a go? Cancel.
Order canceled.
Probably the wrong thing to do, but I don't want to short into support. I've got to have to stick to a set of rules. Rather wait. If it does push down, pull back, find resistance, then get a signal there. Don't know how much legs that I've got. I mean, RTY is going. I mean, that would be risk-free now. There you go. Oh, kicking myself. Absolutely kicking myself. The distance between stop and entry for that RTY was bigger than the max risk, so it didn't. take it. It didn't give us an order, as it were. Okay, oil's risk-free on this shore now. Sod's law is it won't run like the other one. Now,
Order canceled.
a little bit of profit. Long's okay here, got a bit of,
Order submitted.
didn't get the buy order. Sure, it'd be good here. Not really interested on a pullback and then a long. Got to the open. 15 minutes, got a bit of time now. It's too big. And I'm quite narrow on this, actually. Max risk 12 ticks on this RTY, very narrow on that entry requirement. I can't do any optimization this weekend because I'm away. I'm going to Belfast.
Order submitted.
That order didn't get taken in on oil. It's messing around in the middle of the range at the moment. Remember, we disabled longs. On RTY.
Order submitted.
Bit of room down there. I'll leave that on, see if we can get something moving.
Order submitted.
Oh, a bit of slippage there. Quite a bit, actually. I think it needs to break this pivot here, and then we'll see we got a bit of slippage, and that's why the stop is still slightly above the short entry there. It happens, it's ultra fast, so yeah,
Order canceled.
tiny loss. Still not interested in a long here on RTY. If we get towards the open, I will do it because some of these zones will not be effective when we get that open on RTY.
Order submitted.
Long order on oil, that's
Order
in.
submitted.
Not really getting a groove on oil. We missed one short trade when I disabled it. Kicking myself really. Right, I'm interested in a long now. If that pulls back, finds support, I'm definitely interested in a long on RTY now. Really in the groove since we had that big move down. Seems to be finding some sort of new support here. We'll see. Oil looks very heavy. Looks like it wants to drop on the other time frames, doesn't it? Hey, Javier, on YouTube. Can't really get a groove at the moment. Some days just can't get a groove. Long or a short here on RTY is okay. 10 minutes to the open. We are really stuck in the mud in this very narrow range since to move down an oil here. We need to break out of this. I think one of the wisest things to do right here is to let this play out. All that.
Orders forbidden.
Okay, we got the long on RTY. Let's see if you can actually push off that support. Oil's got to push up to around this sort of pivot before the trailing stop will get to break even. If I was to press flatten here, okay, got to break even, it took me out. It would close the actual strategy down as well. So if you press flatten during a trade and take the profit, it will close the strategy down, and you'd have to restart it. And when there's a lot of data going through near the open and everything, that will take NinjaTrader a while to do. That was too fast. The order got cancelled for oil there. So this short would be break even by now, but it's going to look like a takeout. Long still might work, but we're just in that horrible range. It really is tough.
Orders forbidden.
Long order on oil, and we've got enough patience to see if it can break out of this crappy range that we're in now. See even if it takes it. Okay, so
Orders forbidden.
surprised we didn't get another order on RTY there. Okay, we'll break even.
Orders forbidden.
on oil. It's making a bit of profit now. Can it run all the way to the top? Here's the thing.
Order canceled.
Where order got cancelled, RTY didn't get taken in. So we've got a little while for the open yet. 6 minutes. The thing is, the oil needs to break this little range it's formed here and get it and go and test up this top there. You just want to give it a bit of a helping hand, don't you? No, a little bit of profit. We've got a short order on at the moment. There's no trade in. Order was cancelled because it has to do it within so many candles. Otherwise, it will cancel it. So we get an order here, and I've put a thing on there for I think five Unirenko candles. If it doesn't take it in, it just cancels. And then when it breaks the stop for the order, it cancels anyway. The short for RTY was more than 12 ticks, so it won't take it. Short now would be good going into the open on oil. You can see how we're clustering around this zone that I put on the chart. That may happen now until we get to the open, because what we've got just less than 4 minutes left. Is it going to push through? Looks like it. Wow, bit of a rebound thing going on here. What we need to happen is push through, come back, find support, get a long signal, or we get a short signal here, and it would be good. So that trade cycle's completed as the trailing stop's been taken through. Got a long order. It's not going to get taken in, I don't think, on the MIT. No, might change this to back to stock market next week. We'll see. I'm not here. I'll be back on Thursday next week. I'm going to Belfast for a little while.
Order submitted.
Oh, 2 minutes to go. If that gets taken in, that's got to get to break even pretty damn quick. Otherwise, it's going to make or break as if it turns around at the open. Oil. Not in yet. Less than a minute to the open. I'm going to leave RTY enabled, but I need to keep an eye on these now because things will happen fast. Ah, we got in a short just for the open. This could reverse. Ah, timing's everything. That trade cycle's out on RTY, so we're in no man's land at the moment.
Orders submitted.
Okay, we're in short. Oh, the
Order
open.
canceled.
Just before the open there. That was terrible timing. Again, above 12 ticks. Won't take it. And that's just purely by optimization, just going back, optimizing, back testing. This oil was just bad timing. Right at the US indexes open just before it took us in.
Orders submitted.
Okay, risk-free on the RTY long. Oh, it just ticked us out there. It was a break-even trade. Slight profit. We've got quite a bit of room to support right in the middle here. Running down.
Orders submitted.
Another order, short order for oil there. Trade's not in yet. You do have the opportunity to cancel if you wish, but it's too late. It's in. Wow. RTY is dumping right now.
Order canceled.
Ah, just missed it. I think I might switch back to stock market when I return for this ultra fast scalper. We're missing too many trades. Is that HG risk-free yet? So the HG breakout trade is in profit and it's not risk-free yet. Okay.
Order canceled.
Where is free yet? Yeah, it's risk-free now. So what it does automatically, once it moves down through so many ticks, it actually puts that trading stop below the entry for that short breakout on HG. So that's now in profit. And you will find that oil and copper do move together a lot of the times, a lot of correlation there. This short on oil is not risk-free yet. A little bit more room to go before that starts to get moving on that trailing stop a little bit. Okay, it's not moving. I think we got, oh, is that? Okay. I'm going to have to move it manually. I think it got tipped out as far as the softwares, but actually didn't take us out on the trade. So I'm just moving it manually.
Order forbidden.
And profit was taken on that there.
Order forbidden.
Long is in, almost at break even on oil there, almost. HG pulling back, but we are risk free there. That's fine. Oil's risk free. There she goes a little bit more. I don't think she's got a lot of juice in here. Got to get through that resistance. No, profit's been taken.
Order canceled.
RTY is just not in the groove today. We've got a short,
Order canceled.
got a short order on for oil. HG not going anywhere. Okay, so HG took a little bit of profit there, hit the trailing stop, which was there. That's happened twice today, but the thing is, it's keeping you safe when it retraces back that breakout. Ooh, Nasdaq's had a big bounce back up. That's what's taking the rest of the indexes up with it. Oil's not responding at the moment. It's a big range for RTY. I don't think we'll get the breakout on that. I think the range is too big on YM as well, actually.
Orders forbidden.
Oh, no, it's going to take us out.
Order canceled.
We're right on this bloody. I wasn't keeping an eye on that. Apologies. I was looking at some of the charts.
Orders forbidden. Orders forbidden. Orders forbidden.
I don't like it around this zone. We're risk-free on the oil short. Oil's actually behaving reasonably well now. RTY is not. Because it's just sticking around this zone. It's going to hit the max loss for the day soon, RTY. There goes oil.
Order forbidden.
Okay, we're in oil, but we have the stop missed.
Order forbidden.
There we go. Okay. So it timed out, took the profit, timed out. Don't want a long here on oil. If it pulls back and goes long again, prefer a short. So we've got some safety mechanisms in there. That happened really quick there on oil. So it just took the profit over a certain amount of ticks because the stop order didn't get taken. It happened that fast. You've got to have redundancies in here.
Orders forbidden. Orders forbidden.
RTY is not
Order
in
forbidden.
the groove. The indexes look as though they want to rebound.
Orders forbidden. Order canceled. Order submitted.
This RTY shorts risk-free. It's just not going to run, is it? No.
Order
Took a
submitted.
tiny bit of profit. Got an order on oil now. Again, it's over 12 ticks for RTY, that long order, so it won't take it. With optimization, that was what was found, but I think I have to re-optimize again this strategy for when I return back to trading towards the end this next Thursday. Again, you'll find if this order doesn't get taken in for oil after so many candles, it will cancel, or if it takes the stop out for the order.
Order submitted.
Okay, he's in.
Order submitted.
Shorts in for RTY, risk-free. Run, Forest, run. No, it didn't run.
Order submitted.
Long's got a bit of profit, but I think we're going to hug this bloody zone again. Yeah, there we go. Short on oil's risk-free. Running a little bit now. No, no big runner. Still took profit, but it's just not running. Again, these aren't taking them because it's a bit above 12 ticks. What we got here? 3, 4. That's 13 ticks. I had this the other day. We were just missing out on these 13 tick moves. So I might adjust this max risk to 14 ticks when I'm back. Or Tom or any of the members listening, if you're going to trade this manually next week, just adjust that. So when you look at the max risk in the back end, where it says max risk there, just disable and 14 there. I think that might be better, the way this is behaving.
Order canceled.
Not running.
Order canceled. Order submitted.
No.
Order canceled.
So max loss hit today. So remember the last 3 live trading sessions was making over 500 a day. Part of this safety mechanism on RTY is that if it hits the max loss of 500 a day, it just stops trading. Okay. It's just to stop over trading and trying to chase things. So that didn't work out. Okay, that's as simple as that. We've still got oil's still in profit. I think I might stick with oil for a little while actually and see what happens. I want longs enabled now. Was I too late for that? I was, I think. Let's stick with oil for a little while. Not going anywhere yet. It will slow down though in about 15 minutes or so. Look, it's only a zone that I've drawn on the chart, but look at that there. Unbelievable.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Bit of slippage in there, so we're not at risk free at the moment. We are now. We're locking in profit. Can we get a runner from one zone to the other? We were doing a lot of that in the last 3 live sessions. No,
Order canceled.
still profitable. Not liking the position where we're in in the middle of the zone. I just want to actually disable this for now. Cheers, Tom. I won't be here tomorrow because I'll be on a plane. Okay, I can enable that now because that trade cycle is already in on this move. And again, I wasn't really interested in a long rebound. It may work out, but it's right in the middle of this range. Did work out in the end. Took some heat.
Order submitted.
Short.
Order canceled.
Order was cancelled then. Must have been on another account that I've got. Strange. Oh. RTY is pushing down again quite dramatically. This stop's really tight. We've tested this resistance quite a few times now. If it breaks, it'll bloody go to the moon. At the moment, it's holding and going down. Yeah, that's the slippage. So we took a slight loss there. That's okay. We're really interested along going into that resistance. It's held very well, hasn't it? Fifth time's a charm. Disciplined trader in me saying no, disable longs, only interested in the short.
Order submitted.
Order failed. Have we got a groove yet with RTY? Have we? Buggering, I don't think. What's going off? Not really. Is it going to get through this resistance again? Again, guys, this is just a resistance zone I drew on today, from yesterday and today.
Submitted.
I will be working with developer over the next few months to actually get these automated for our traders. It's like a safety net. Stops you going long into resistance, short into support.
Order canceled.
Order was cancelled. Finally pushed through. See what it does. Does it poke up its head above there and think, no, I want to come back down again?
Order submitted. Order submitted.
You get slippage. I can't remember if I changed this to MIT or not. No, we're stock market. That's why we're getting a bit more slippage. There's pros and cons to each order type. You get less slippage with MIT, but you might not get as many trade entries. You get more slippage with the stock market, you get more trade entries. So it's a bit of give and take. We're getting to the point now where oil's going to be a bit slower. So the last, yeah, we've been in quite a tight range. It could always break out of that range, but we have been testing this considerably. If it does take this stop out, I might be interested in staying around to see if we can get a long and it retraces from that opening range. Because that will be this, yeah,
Order is canceled.
quite a while now. That's been, we've got a little one here. I'm just going to put that in. It's only a one touch wonder. It might break through, but it'd be interesting to see how it reacts around there. Oops.
Order submitted.
I didn't take the order. Okay. Shame. I might get a runner. No. Nothing's really running today, guys. Let's see what happens. And then I'm going to call it a day, hit the hot tub. 4 p.m. here. Long game of golf this morning. So 3 days, 3 consecutive winning days. And then today we basically lost on RTY. We're around about break even on oil right now. Could have quit earlier, to be honest, and held on to that $250+ on oil. And just sort of reduce that overall loss for the day. But I made about $1,500 on those 3 live sessions I did recently. And at this moment in time, I'm $500 down today. So that's not bad. Not in the groove. We might get stuck in a rut here. But this trade cycle's still on. So if it does break here and move up and I get a long signal, I'll be interested in hanging around. So let's just see what it does. Give it 5 more minutes or so. Bit of a groove forming on M2K at the moment. Let's keep an eye on that. Oh, it's out of time anyway. Can't trade it. Yeah, very sticky this zone. Remember, it's been massive resistance for us today. And then it's just started push through now. We're at that pivot high from earlier on overnight. Oh, was that deep enough pullback for a long here? The ranges were too big. Needs to be below 40 ticks. I don't want to short here. Too much support. And that short's a break even. I don't know why it's got enough juice to push through there. I can re-enable shorts now. That's because that trade cycle is already in. No. It's just it would have got taken out. That's why I disabled it. The indexes are pushing down again. RTY looks the weakest. So I'm not interested in a long right now. Ideal scenarios we pull back up into here. And we get a short order. It goes past halfway on the range, may be interested in a long for a rebound, but it's got to get down to something like 87.75 before I'm interested in the long, enabling the longs. Index is looking very weak. And it looks like it's going to be a losing day, guys. 1 in 4. The last 3 live sessions are all winners. And now, today could be the first losing day since the start of these live sessions. It happens. There's nothing 100% guaranteed. Remember, I disabled the longs. I'm not really interested in a long coming up into here. More interested in this initial move down, pull back, resistance, and then a short. Keeping it real. If this breaks the stop, I think it might be too big a range for it to take in. Short.
Orders submitted.
Oh,
Orders submitted.
that's a short on the range breakout, I think. Yeah. So we've got a short on the range breakout. So we've had the New York Stock Exchange open, that's less than 40 ticks. We came out, come back in again, and we've closed inside the opening range. So now we get the sell short signal here. Obviously, if it comes back out the upside, it doesn't take it and it cancels the order. That's on an MCL as well. Can we get a runner on the range breakouts? We got 2 break evens on that today. earlier on in the day. We've had one here, tried to push up, went through enough ticks to get us to break even. And I think there was another one somewhere. Was that just on MCL maybe? Just on MCL. What was yesterday? MCL gave us another order on this one here. This one wasn't taken in on CL. So that's our order because they're both on the live account. That's our order for oil for the breakout to the downside. The range breakout. Now, it is possible for both strategies to take a trade in the same direction, opposite directions, if there's a signal and an order. So, you know, just be aware that if you're running two different automated trade strategies, that it is possible. So if in theory, it would double down because you would, you know, if you've got a short order, if this stop was broken here, and you're in short here, it would add another contract because onto that other strategy, it would still manage them separately because it's on a separate chart set. Stops a lot wider on the range breakout. It's above the so the stop, if the order gets taken in, gets above 2 ticks above the high of the range for the NYSE. YM didn't get taken in because that was a massive range. We have 100 tick max range here. Wouldn't get taken in. RTY exactly the same really. Big range, massive range. So it just wouldn't get taken in. If we're going to dump, this is a nice little pullback, so we can get a short on this as well. We got any? Did I see data? We have no, just FOMC minutes. Now, FOMC minutes is a day where in the past we haven't actually, we've switched everything off, not traded because nothing gets in the groove leading up to that. That 2 p.m. data, but it's a very volatile time. So again, we got longs disabled, remember, because we don't want to be going long into this resistance. It's just not going to work. Just because it's in the roller coaster groove, there's resistance there. You need to have that the ability to disable and enable the longs for sure. I think one of the things keeping things up at the moment is the Dow Jones. That doesn't seem to want to push down like everything else. My puppy's come to say he wants to go out. Don't want to hang around just in case this range breakout gets taken in. Obviously, it's on a different chart set, but it'd be interesting to see how wide this stop is, what it looks like on here. Again, I've still got longs disabled. It's not enough fresh air up above there. And with these indexes pushing down, I know YM's holding things up at the moment, but indexes are pushing down. Oil usually follows them. They're definitely not interested in a long for those two reasons. So if anyone's just joined, because I think someone's just joined, so we can see the actual order you see on that chart is for this strategy, the range breakout auto trader to go short. I'm just looking at that one just to see if we get a short on the roller coaster as well, because that will double down then. Okay, we're in. So you can see how far that stop looks on this chart. Okay, that's purely because we're trading a different strategy. We're looking for this to break out to the downside, and when it goes through so many ticks, that stop will be adjusted to break even like it did here, and then it just took out the break even. But what we're looking for is a runner. I think my only concern is this support here. If it does break that support, there we go, we're risk free. It's just moved it to risk free now. There she goes. We were waiting for that. So it's just adjusted the stop again now. It's adjusted the stop again to lock in a little bit more profit. What we need now is a runner. It's only locked in 10 ticks for now. That's 100 bucks. Okay. We were minus 30, remember, on that other strategy for the day. So we'll be okay. But what we look for on this strategy is no bounce backs, just dump. Yeah. And that's what we're after. I mean, that's a $330 profit there. Okay. So now we've got a sell order on here. Okay, so we've got a sell order on the roller coaster as well. So this could double down if it takes it in. If it breaks the stop, it'll cancel that order in a minute if it breaks the stop. So this is our trailing stop from that range breakout. Remember, that order's cancelled. So we're back on that one there now. So totally different strategies, totally different strategies. And with the range breakout, you see the green EMA below the blue. So that's this is the manager cloud. So this is called a confirmation exit. So it will adjust the stops 3 times to lock in more profit. If it doesn't take those out, the trade will stay in until those EMAs cross. What it looks for is runners, yeah, whether it's up or down. This may not run. It may just take the $100 profit. You know, no crystal ball here. It's done its thing to begin with, identified the range, took the range breakout short. We've gone to risk-free. It's gone over so many ticks, so it's now adjusted that trading stop to 10 ticks to lock in profit. And if it doesn't push down any further, it comes back up, it'll just take that $100 profit. At the moment, you'll see this pullback on here. So we did break a short-term support here. Remember, we've got longs disabled right now, and that's a good thing, purely because we're not going to be betting. So we've got another order actually on for oil. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now we've got 2 contracts on oil. We've got that first initial one on the range breakout, and then we've got this second one, which will be managed separately on the roller coaster. Again, this is not for the faint-hearted if you're going to run both strategies at the same time, because there's a lot of risk there. This does need to push down a little bit more to get this. Yeah, we're risk-free on that trade, and now we're actually locking in profit as well. Okay. Remember, this is a scalp, this particular trade. Okay, still going well. We're locking in some profit here. If it comes back up, it'll take the profit on this one strategy. Okay, it took the profit on that one strategy. We're now locking in profit even more. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. She's running. So we've got no more trading stops to adjust now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one, I'm going to manually adjust it. You can manually adjust these now. I'm going to put it just below, just above there. Oh, she's running. I can now look at this and say, if it pushes down from here, you know, we could start doing a bit of chart craft here. Let's go really aggressive on this and put that trailing stop there. Again, this is for that other trade, that range breakout trade. That's also in on my MCL. So on my other account, you can see that range breakout works exactly the same. That's $210 in profit. And that will continue to run. I've got longs disabled. I don't want to trade against what I've got going here. Remember, I've been quite aggressive with this now. I'm leaving the MCL to do its thing, but I've been more aggressive on here because I took a lot of risk, and this will actually make my day. It will bring back everything that I lost on RTY. Okay, we've had this massive move down. We've had a secondary trade on CL when we took this little scalp here. So this is probably going to come back and take my aggressive stop out, or maybe. Remember, this is still active for shorts. I missed the short order there. Shame, absolute shame that is. That could have really helped me out, but you never know, it might come back. But we're still locking in profit. I'm going to leave this enabled for now. I want to see how this longer term trade works out on CL. So you know, it is automated, but you can adjust these stops on the chart if you wish, if you don't want to give away too much. The only problem is it's been optimized to be able to sort of withstand some of those pullbacks and everything. So we're out on oil. Okay. So oil was pretty good for us today. Okay. I am going to disable this now, and I'm going to finish the day. So that finished off pretty well in the end. RTY was just not in the groove. And to be honest, because we got FOMC minutes, we should not have traded today. Okay. But I wanted to come live because I'm going to be away for. So in the end, we're about break even because we had that big range breakout on oil here. And that went in at 87.80 and got took out here at 87.28. Okay, so that was a big trade. So remember, we lost $500 on RTY, and here we won around about 87.28, 13, 50 ticks, 53 ticks, $530. Okay. And then we were in a losing position on this particular strategy, but we're now $4.24 up. So actually, because we've got another strategy running, one of the other auto traders running, we're back to break even for the day. That's good for me. That's why I've disabled this and I'm going to walk away. So I know there's 4 people left watching on YouTube. If you've got any questions, please ask now. If not, I'm going to go and hit the hot tub. Okay. Just give you a minute to see if you want to do anything. Yes, really, really happy with that. Okay, guys, I'm going to get going. I'm away now for nearly a week. So cheers, Brandon. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Just try my best. Again, I'm flying away to Belfast tomorrow, golf Friday, Saturday with friends, Sunday, pick up my new puppy on Monday, and then I'm coming back on Tuesday / Wednesday, I think, something like that. Have a great rest of your week, guys. Speak to you all really soon.